In this video, I'm going to show you the top 4 editing tips for YouTube. I'm using Premiere Pro, and if this is your first time on this channel, I like to keep things super simple. This is also part of pillar number 3 of my paid program, where I go more in depth on the technical side of video editing and video production. Let's jump right in. Now, if this is your first time in Premiere, it can be a little overwhelming. I even have a couple of these things set up a little bit different, but just by looking at this, especially if you've never seen it, you probably have no idea what you're looking at. So I want you to ignore everything on here. This is what they call a timeline. And when you edit a video, you'll bring it into the timeline, right? You'll just do that's all you do is just bring it in. I've already brought it in for you. And you'll zoom in. I'm zooming in, and all you need to know is that there's 2 layers right here. This is a top layer and this is a bottom layer, okay? And just remember that video and photo go on top and anything audio goes on the bottom. You can see in this video clip, this is the video, this is the audio from my microphone. And if you ever decided you wanted to add music to your video, you can do that as well. And if you have any whooshes or sound effects, they all go below. The first thing you want to learn is the undo button, and for Macs it is Command Z. I can't tell you how many times you're going to probably screw up, whether you're editing or you're bringing in something wrong or something moves. You're going to want to hit Command Z. That is the number one thing you want to know. The second thing you'll want to know is how to cut or how to blade clips. Now, there's a million editing softwares out there. There's Premiere, Final Cut, Edius, Vegas. There's so many, but what this is going to do, it's either how to cut or how to blade video in said video editing software. So for this one, all you're going to do is there's a couple ways to do it. See this razor blade right here? You're going to do this, right? And when you zoom in, see there's a little, depending on where the video is, do for your brand or business. Chasing those 1,000 subscribers and see that we call this dead space, right? So if I wanted to take this part out, you just blade, and I'll go into this in a second, but this is ripple delete. Okay, so it deletes what we just wanted it to delete, and then it shifts everything back. So now for business, chasing those 1,000 subscribers and there you go. So you'll go through your entire video, and let's just say, for editing's sake here, I screwed up, right? This whole part from here to here is a complete screw up. So what I'll do is I'll find out where I need to start it, and you can go frame by frame here with the arrows, but keeping it simple. I don't like this piece, and I don't like it up to here. Come on, there we go. And then you'll just go back to this, and then you'll ripple delete. Boom, that part that you didn't want to be there is not there anymore. And obviously you can see this is a longer video. This is what it will look like when it's done. You can see that there's multiple cuts. Like you can even see right here, there's probably some dead space, or just I screwed up, or I repeated myself. And yeah, you just make 2 cuts and then it deletes. But as you heard, ripple delete is going to be your friend as well, and that's going to be the third thing. Cut once again and cut. And now if you just hit delete, right? If you just hit delete, this is what's going to happen. There's going to be a hole there, then you've got to highlight everything and move it. So Command Z, like we just talked about, right? So we're going to make those cuts again. And in Premiere, I've got the hotkeys set up for F. So all I have to do is hit F, and it ripple deletes. I think it's even on the side here. Yep, it's right here. So it says that it's B, but I've got it set up for F. But no matter what editing software you're using, you're going to want to type in how to ripple delete in said editing software, so you know exactly what you're going to do. So you've got undo, you've got cut and blade, and ripple delete. Another popular thing, especially with YouTube, is zooming in, or what I call punching in. So let's just say that you said something really important, or you really wanted to like emphasize something. What you would do, like right here, Pastrano. Let's do this. Instead of looking for quick tips on how to get your YouTube channel monetized, I want to show you a few ways on how to monetize. So this, just roll with me here. So you would just cut right where you'd want it. Okay, and this is Premiere, and in every video editing software is different. So if you're wanting to zoom in, let's just say you have Final Cut Pro or you have iMovie, you would type in how to zoom in on a clip or how to zoom in on a video in Premiere, in Final Cut Pro, in Sony Vegas. Okay, so what you do is I made those two cuts right here. And I've got this, I've selected this clip because now it's a separate clip. And you just type, I know for punching, it's just a little bit, so let's just type in 110. So now, when you play it back, for quick tips on how to get your YouTube channel monetized, I want to show you a few ways on how to monetize your channel. You get the point. So obviously that wasn't an important emphasis, but you see it in a lot of my videos. I'll do that throughout the entire video. So now that you know how to do it and you know how to research it, you can do it too. And a bonus tip for people who have older Mac operating systems, apparently I didn't update my Mac for 3 years and I was just updating the Adobe cloud and everything was working well with Adobe Premiere until I needed a new project done by a friend and he sent me the file and I went to open it and it wouldn't let me open. Turns out that I couldn't open it because I had an older OS system, and I don't know if this has happened to you, and I went down the rabbit hole of YouTube, couldn't find anything, the threads. So if you're seeing this, you can thank me later, and I'll link this in the description as well. Go to this right here and go into the link. And what you'll do is you'll scroll down here, and she said, the person who I talked to at Apple said with older PCs, with older Macs, mine's 2015, they were having some issues with High Sierra and Mojave, whatever. Anyway, you're gonna wanna do this. So make sure you back up everything you can on a hard drive, and that was a whole nother story. Make sure you find out how to do that, and then Mac OS Catalina 10.15, that's how you pronounce it, whatever, but it'll allow you to download the new Premiere Pro and it'll update and you'll be good to go. You're welcome. Now that you have some editing tools under your belt, the next part is for serious content creators and entrepreneurs only. Here's what I want you to do next. Go to my last video, which is right here, if you haven't watched it already. And if you've already watched it, you're good to go. But you'll be able to see what type of camera you should use for your YouTube channel and how to actually get started until waiting for everything to be perfect. And lastly, if you're interested in working with me one-on-one, I help you create binge-worthy content for your business or brand that will generate quality leads and sales. I'm only taking on 5 new clients at this time, so make sure to reserve your spot today because they fill up fast. Email me at thomas@thomasjordantv.com. I look forward to meeting you.